Hello and welcome back to my scrap room. My name is Jennifer Perry, and today we are not going to be working on anything diamond painting related. We're going to be working on scrapbooking stuff. Now, in the video that just came out yesterday, I was sorting my cardstock. Now today I'm going to be going through my DMC threads. I love to stitch on my layouts, therefore I make sure that I have excuse me? Hi, keep on going. This is not for kittens today. Come on. No kittens today. I make sure that I have a DMC thread that matches as close as I can possibly get it to the cardstock. This is another reason why I love to get these cardstock samplers, because it's just a tiny little piece of paper, but it's all of the active colors. And this is now available to all customers who are close to my heart. I'm sorry, I have cats all around me. They want my thread. So, what I have with me is I have, hi Shoni, how are you? Keep going. I have the new list that I made of all of my DMC threads. The brand new colors are highlighted. And this is every current color down this side. And then this is, within the past couple of years, retired colors. Because I do still have these cardstocks in my stock. So I try to keep this with it. Now if I don't have the cardstock anymore, I take it off this list. If you would like a copy of this list so that you have as close to the DMC colors as I can possibly match, I put a file link to it in the Facebook group. And there is a link to the Facebook group down below in the description. So, I have a couple of retired sections. These are cardstocks that I have, but I have a bunch. So this is kind of the overflow of all of my threads. And then this is a little bit of this stuff plus the most recent years. So I'm not going to be playing with this one today. I just kind of wanted to show you that I have it. This is how I used to store all of my threads. And I don't do that anymore. Let me show you what I do now. So now, is this the current? No, that's the extra box. Let's take that off. So now I have a tackle box, and I just have these thread cards that I wind one skein around each thread card. But I just remembered I forgot something. So let me go get a pair of scissors and my label maker. So what I'm going to do first is make 3 of each of my labels. So I'm going to go size. I need small. And I really should have done this before. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is set that aside and hope a cat doesn't get it. I have my list of retired colors, so we're going to pull out the retired colors first. So, peacock. These are all of my, one of these bins is just all of my extra that I over-purchased. I have since stopped over-purchasing because it doesn't make sense. I now just buy 3 of each, and if I need more than that, there's a store. It's not like the store is not right down the road from where I live. I think this is the baggie. The size baggie that I have. And I'm just going to pop these in. Hi, don't you mess with that thread. No, no. Guys, that is Shoni. He belongs to my mother-in-law. And he comes to visit when they travel. So peacock is done. Smoothie. Oh my goodness, I have so much smoothie. Smoothie may have to take up 2 baggies because I got Smoothie. Smoothie is a color that has been around a very long time, and it has also been one that I have loved stitching with. So we're going to get out a couple baggies because what I will do is I will put one in my retired bin, and then I will get a larger baggie, and I can poke a hole in it and add it to my ring. So we'll do that in a bit. Lilac. Lilac hasn't been around quite as long. I don't have any extras of that. Oh, my nose itches. I don't have any extra lilac, so this is lilac. And then almond. That's French vanilla, that's black, pebble, mink. You are in the wrong spot, paprika, almond, 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 toffee. Is toffee still a good color? Yes, it is. Toffee, and paprika somehow is. I'll fix that in a minute. Okay. So these are all the almonds. Now this one is, he is now empty, so we can put him aside. Yeah, anytime I bring out my threads, the cats decide to be my best friend. After almond is pebble. Pebble is another one that I've really enjoyed using. Therefore, I have plenty of it. Okay, I think that's all the pebble. Okay. And I think pebble's going to be one that is going to be like the ones on my rings that I really enjoy using. And I will probably keep using this color until I'm completely out of cardstock. I may need to get a bigger bag. Fern. Next is fern. Do I have any extra? I do have extra fern. Fern, fern, fern. Fern. See, this is where I just over purchased. And I have since stopped over purchasing. Fern, fern, fern. I think this is going to be another one where I just put 3 in my bag. And then I will pull out my spider bag for my ring. Canary. Canary has one empty one. One there. And then over here. And I was gonna look. Is lemonade still? Yeah, it is. Still a good color. Alright. So for canary, we're gonna get the naked one and pull the label off. Yeah, I think I'm going to get a bigger zippy bag. And then Bluebell. This one makes me so sad. I love this one. I love this one a lot, so I'm kind of sad. It was the color of the year, so you know it's going to retire. But, oh well. Okay. Okay, so I stopped the camera for just a second to do a quick tidy. because I don't like working with not being organized. I also picked up a small trash can so that I can throw everything away before the cats decide to go crazy. I have a stack of cards. The first thing I'm going to do is double check that the one that I want to work on has the correct number. And then I will put it on the cards. We'll just do this because it's an easier throw for me. So what I'm going to do is take one skein, scoot those over, you hold the back of it, bring it through, and then you just roll. So if you're an embroiderer, you know exactly what you're doing, and you're also very familiar with the DMC codes. But if you were a scrapbooker that just is getting interested into stitching on your layouts, this is the easiest way that I have found to keep everything tangle free. Because there is nothing worse than trying to spend some of your creative time stitching and you have to stop and play with knots. I'd much rather play with knots right now than later on while I am trying to stitch. And Shoney is giving me an evil little eye. He wants this thread. Now, the newer your thread is, after you've got it balled up or twined up, the newer your thread is, the less likely it is to knot up. The older your thread is, it's going to knot up. You just got to get really proficient in taking knots out. And then you just do that. And there's one skein. So now that you've got the basics, I'm going to speed it up just a little bit so you're not having to sit here and watch me for 3 hours and do this. So everything is wound up. I have double checked my colors against my list, made sure that everything current is in the box. The last thing I do is I make a separate copy of my list and I just tape it to my lid. And I do this for a couple of reasons. First off, if I happen to be away from home, then I've got a copy of all the numbers right there. If I have to run to the hobby store or something, if I run out, I've got my numbers right here. I can take a quick picture, take it with me. Or if anybody sees me stitching at the crops or retreats or whatever and they're interested, they can take a quick picture of this list also. And they've got the copies of it. So I just kind of keep it there. Just, you know, it's a nice thing for me to do for myself and for other people. So there it is. All of my DMC thread is organized and contained and ready for travel. Thank you for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I know you have a choice in channels that you watch during the day, and I am just very, very thankful that you choose to spend just a few minutes of your day with me. Until next time. Bye.